Yo! What's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fan? This is your boy Philly Day One. We got three topics that I want to discuss with y'all, man. One, this defense, what we seen last year, could be way better. Way better. And from listening to Zach Bond on Exciting Mics, gives me a whole lot of confidence that we could be much better than last year. We was the number one pass defense last year. Our run defense left a lot on the field. I don't think nobody is bragging on our run defense. We wasn't getting straight destroyed, but it was something I felt like we should clean up. We could clean up. So Zach Bond explains why we will be better, why we will be better this year. And I'm going to get into that. Number two, Anthony DeBono put up a couple of players, some of which I talked about. If you guys follow me, you go back to this. I'll put the videos in the description of which I talked about certain players. And you'll see them on a list. It's 10 players that he felt like here's a time to move up and take whatever role that's coming into them and just kind of lock it up. So we'll get into that, all 10 players. And CJ Gardner-Johnson, you know what I'm saying? CJ Gardner-Johnson was traded to the Texans, but he's still in Philly news. Let's get into that. Let's get it.
Training camp, we go to Brazil, and then
You had what, 15 tackles first game?
did you
15 tackles,
With a
2
sack?
sacks. Yeah.
2 sacks? Good.
In the
gosh.
game sealer.
That
Yeah.
was
But
sick.
but watching that film to this day, every time coach turns it on, I'm like, ooh.
Dude,
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
was everybody was
Just out there freestyle. And I remember coming to the bench and plopping down next to Nakobe, and we just look at each other
Dude, it felt
and
like,
not say anything.
bro, it felt like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I remember watching my 4 snaps that I played on defense that game, and it was
It's crazy. Look how far you can.
ugly.
We go from not really knowing anything. We still got superstars who pretty much don't really know the position, and they're still balling out of control. When everybody start understanding their role and their position, we can be so good. It's gonna be scary, and then we can do it for like 2-3 years because everybody locked up for like 2-3 years. Y'all know what it is. All right, let's get into Anthony DeBono's 10 players that can take spots right now. Whatever spots that they came in for, they can pretty much lock them up. And up first, he has Dylan Kennard, the old tackle. He like 25 years old. And he came in, I guess, to fill that void for Patrick Johnson. Patrick Johnson was a swing tackle. When somebody got hurt, he'd swing over this side. When somebody, if that person come back and the other person still came back, he'll go over to that side. So I guess he's coming to do the Patrick Johnson role. You know what I'm saying? And Anthony Bono believes that he can take that role. So, I don't know the guy too well. I didn't see a lot of tape of him, so I don't really have nothing for that. Like it kind of seemed wide open. We got some rookies that could be taking that spot, in my opinion. But Anthony Bono's the expert. We got Byron Young. He is a 24-year-old who's an inside D lineman, and Byron Young got drafted by the Las Vegas Raiders as a 3rd-round pick. So when we got him, I guess him and Ty Robinson will be fighting for that spot to come in behind Jordan Davis, my man. I forgot. But like the third to the fourth tackle, D tackle. So I don't know. Ty Robinson, I've seen his film. He looks really, really good. So that'll be a really good competition for us to watch. And we'll see how that go. Andre Sam. This is a shout out to Eagle Al. Eagle Al was the very first person I heard say something about Andre Sam. Andre Sam is a safety, undrafted free agent who we got. And even Vic Fangio said something about the young safety. And this is after I heard it from Eagle Al. So Eagle Al is your props, man. If Andre Sam decide to be one of the pieces for why we do great things, you called it first. I'm gonna make sure people know you called it first too. We got Keelan Robinson, the running back from Texas. I did a video on him. I will put that in the description. I did a video on him and why he can be so good. He's a receiver. I've seen him run the ball. He can catch the ball and special teams. Get Cooper DeJean out for special teams. Do not get him hurt by people hitting him. He need to be doing the hitting. That's it. Danny Gray, number 5. Danny Gray is a wide receiver that Jalen Hurts has been targeting through OTAs quite often. He likes this kid. You know what I'm saying? And we seen what it looked like when Jalen Hurts liked to target somebody with I almost called that man Danny Amendola. God, we just got off of him too. He hurt his shoulder. Good night. I'm forgetting everybody right now. But Danny Gray got a pretty good chance to make this team. These wide receivers are kind of in a lock. We got our first 3 wide receivers locked down. Depending on how many wide receivers we take over, if we do 5, there's still 2 spots open. So Danny Gray could really make this team. This is by far my favorite person. And I believe that he can contribute not next week, not next year, not the year after that. I mean, this year. Antoine Powell Riley is somebody we picked up this year in the draft. And he had 25.5 sacks in 2 seasons. When I tell you 25.5 sacks in 2 seasons ain't easy. There's a lot of people who went kind of high this year and they ain't get no more than 6. That's big, bro. That means he got pass rush moves for pass rush moves on top of pass rush rules. I killed that right there. Pass rush moves. But he is by far my favorite one on this list. I think he can contribute this year. You know what I'm saying? He could probably beat out a Uche or is Laru. I'm probably killing that name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. So I mean, I'm very high on this kid, man. I'm very high on this kid. I also did a video on him, and I will put that in the link. I'll put that in the description for you guys to go check out. We got Ainias Smith, the 5th round pick of 2024's draft. I know everybody in Phillies Nation want this kid to be good, me included. I want this kid to be good. Like, he got all the speed, you know what I'm saying? So we feel like he can be good, you know what I'm saying? And I think speedsters in the Philly Nation are overly critical. I mean, we're overly critical on our speedsters because of Deshaun Jackson. So he's got to perform this year. If not, boy, you're gonna get kicked out. We also got Kylen Grayson, the tight end that we thought was gonna replace Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert is back. So if nothing else, he might replace Greg Calcaterra. And he can catch, but PFF graded him one of the highest tight ends as far as run blocking. And you know, that's what we wanted Dallas Goedert for. That's what I wanted Dallas Goedert for. You know what I'm saying? Dallas Goedert run blocks his ass off. And I would like to keep the train going. You know what I'm saying? It makes it hard for people to play us. The ninth dude is Matt Pryor. We know who Matt Pryor is. Matt Pryor has been with us. He's been in Stoutland University before, so he kind of know how Stout like to run. And you know what I'm saying? I can see him adapting very well and could be a threat to Tyler Steen. Tyler Steen pass blocks very well. Now, he leaves a little to be desired as far as run blocking, but he pass blocks very, very well. And it kind of make it hard for you to kind of give somebody his spot. But because we're so heavy run, Matt Pryor could come in here and take this job. And very last is Perry Nicholson. I know a lot of y'all heard that Vic Fangio had had him in the slot when he moved Cooper DeJean out on the outside and corner. And he's a 30-year-old guy who can pretty much come get that corner job. Not the slot corner job, but like the backup slot corner job. So, you know, that's who Anthony DeBono got. If you hadn't seen that, that is Brandon Baldinger. I killed his name probably, but this Brandon Baldinger, and he broke down a play from C.J. Gardner-Johnson with the Cowboys in which he took a pick six. Very heads up play, good play by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And C.J. Gardner-Johnson it looks like he almost feels like we calling him trash. Nobody called him trash. We think that he's a hell of a player. I didn't want to see him go, but the fact that you need your ego stroked, even while you're on another team preparing for a season, might be a good reason for why we let you go. You know what I'm saying? We don't not here to stroke no egos. Here to win football games. And ultimately the Super Bowl. Like I said, I love you, bro. I wanted to see you here. But you keep proving time and time again for why we decided to go ahead and let you go. Like the catch you took from Quinyon Mitchell just so you can get your bonus. That was self-motivated. Like you had your own thing going on. Like I don't think Vic Fangio missed the fact that you would do stuff for your stats. You know, not saying you did it all the time, but there's times where you have the choice to either get a stat or, you know, get something and you know, be a team player about it. And each time you chose your stat to pick. When you ran from the secondary to tackle the running back. I don't think Vic Fangio liked that stuff. So ultimately, they got you out of here. You're still a good player, in my opinion. But you're going to have to like let that go, bro. Like listen to Brandon Graham, let it go. Like y'all going y'all separate ways. You asked for a certain kind of respect. They gave you the certain kind of respect, gave you a contender. You said, just send me to a contender. They did that. But you still popping up to like throw little disses, to throw little shots at the Eagles organization. And maybe you should look in the mirror, bro. So y'all let me know what y'all feel like on those topics. Like, is CJ Gardner-Johnson doing too much? You know, in your opinion, is he doing too much? What do you think about these 10 guys? You know what I'm saying? What positions do you see these 10 guys at? You know, and Zach Bond. Do y'all feel like the defense will get better? You know, and get better in other aspects because we was number one in the past. So that's all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe, turn that post notification on, and I'm out. Go Birds.